This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Kia ora, good evening, ko Melissa Barton taku ingoa. A research team at the University of Otago has received $1 million towards splitting the water molecule into a potential source of energy. The government's Endeavour Fund will pay for a 3-year research project into a cost-effective solution for using sunlight to produce hydrogen gas from water.
Researching new ways of splitting the water molecule and generating hydrogen for energy. Professor Richard Blakey and research fellow Dr Boyang Ding are one of the 5 Otago research teams to receive almost $1 million each from the government. In Professor Blakey's case, it's using sub-wavelength science to use concentrated sunlight to split hydrogen from the water molecule.
We're looking at ways to take a renewable source that's solar energy from the sun, and rather than using that to drive some kind of solar panels or something to indirectly generate electricity, we're looking to see if you can get both the energy conversion and the water splitting to happen in one place in the same time.
Nanotechnology optics is something that suits the university's physics department well.
Utilising our expertise in sub-wavelength optics to take that light, concentrate it down to a scale that is similar to the size of the water molecule is one of the key things that we're going to use to our advantage to then investigate these ideas of direct solar to hydrogen production.
While the quest for making hydrogen cheaply and easily has been a scientific holy grail for many decades, Blakey says recent advances in technology make the goal a realistic one and one that teams across the world are racing to achieve. The end result could be very positive in creating all sorts of hydrogen manufacturing machinery on different scales.
Could be portable or it could be large scale, but in places where you had a good solar resource, so in lots of New Zealand where solar panels would be installed. Again, if this was installed in Australia or Africa or Europe, there's large tracts of land that are very amenable to taking solar energy and using it to convert it into electricity, or in this case directly into a fuel.
The research team will spend the next 3 years hoping to prove their ideas can provide another step towards creating almost limitless energy from sunlight and water. In Dunedin for the South Today.
Thousands of dollars worth of petrol has been drained from a North Otago property. Senior Sergeant Trevor Thompson says someone entered the property in Eldersley Road in Enfield, west of Oamaru, and emptied a 1,000-litre and a 400-litre petrol tank 2 nights ago. At $2.35 for 91 octane petrol, the cost of fuel lost is over $3,000. There has been a spate of fuel thefts from rural properties this year, including a farm on the Taieri where thousands of litres of diesel was drained from a farm tank in repeated attacks. About 30 Queenstowners braved the cold and took the plunge to raise awareness of mental health today. Dressed in fluoro colours, they heard from guest speakers about the Are You OK campaign before driving into the icy depths of Lake Wakatipu.
Braving the ice-cold waters of Lake Wakatipu, all in the name of mental health. These brave souls taking part in Queenstown's first Are You OK polar plunge.
Are You OK Day started back in Australia, and it's a day, whether it's only one out of 365 of the year, to let people know it's okay to not be okay.
Morris says he's adapted the idea from a similar event called One Wave on Bondi Beach. He worked in hospitality in Sydney for about 10 years and knows firsthand how that industry can affect some workers.
People having long days, rough hours, bad experiences can potentially turn to drugs and alcohol and just depression overall.
He came to New Zealand for a change of pace, but found the industry similar to the one he experienced in Australia.
Wanting to bring this Fluoro Fridays and Are You OK Day mentality to let people know that there are people out there willing to listen. There's a whole community of us here today to come down and share and to let each other know that we've basically got each other's backs.
And it seems they may have done just that.
Oh my god, it's freezing! But also good cause.
In Queenstown, the South Today.
A charity auction of the Wall Street Mall's pink mural has raised over $5,000 for Women's Refuge Dunedin. Mall marketing coordinator Nathan Frisby says the auction generated an awesome result for the refuge and blew away all their expectations. Just under an hour before the auction had been due to close at 8 o'clock last night, bidding had reached over $2,000. But the eventual buyer, an unknown person from Wanaka, became locked into a bidding war with another buyer. The mural eventually sold for $5,150. University of Otago cafes are teaching people to order their favourite snacks and caffeinated beverages in te reo. University Union Operations Manager Martin Jones has been presented with a special He Tuki Award for work introducing bilingual signage in 7 of the 9 cafes he oversees for the university.
Recognition for introducing bilingual signage at cafes around Otago University. Union Operations Manager Martin Jones receiving a special award for his efforts as part of Māori Language Week.
We've got, I think, 7 of our cafes or outlets out of about 9 have now got te reo bilingual language.
The award was presented by the university's Office of Māori Development.
There has definitely been an increase in te reo signage in spaces that I would define as everyday spaces, and for us that's another key in making te reo an everyday language.
It's just one of a series of events held at the university to celebrate the week. Otago Polytechnic is also getting on board Māori Language Week, the culmination of a month-long te reo pilot program.
We have developed a 4-week program and rolled out our first te reo introduction edubat for staff, which we're piloting with staff.
More than 30 staff members are taking part with the aim of learning 10 key phrases and 40 words. In Dunedin, the South today.
Still to come on the South today, 18 preschools from across South Canterbury descend on Timaru's Caroline Bay for a Kapahaka festival, and we take a look at the largest display of pipe organs in New Zealand.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Spring is here and it's time to get in the garden. Ready Lawn will take care of your lawn needs, making Lawn Care a snap. They will install the perfect lawn while you plant your favourite flowers and vegetables. Call Ready Lawn today so you can enjoy the coming season.
Step into Shop on Carroll and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
Electrify NZ Dunedin sell quality European designed e-bikes with reliable componentry so that you too can wear the e-bike grin. Call in for your complimentary test ride today or book online. Find us at 249 Cumberland Street, phone 021 035 9820.
When it's time to say goodbye to your pet, Heaven Sent Pet Cremations are here to help you through this difficult experience. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today for their care and guidance. Phone 489 2274.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
The Green Island Medical Centre offers everything for your family's needs. Whether you are travelling or coming in to discuss health symptoms, our medical staff provide the best of care. We offer Manage My Health, making booking an appointment or requesting a repeat prescription a breeze. We welcome families like yours. Give us a call today. Phone 03 488 2754.
Welcome back. Dunedin residents still think they live in a pretty good city, but they're no longer the most satisfied in the country. In the latest Quality of Life survey, 87% of Dunedin residents say their overall quality of life is good, very good or extremely good. The survey was last conducted 2 years ago, with Dunedin the best in the country at 88%. This time Wellington, Hutt City and Tauranga all scored higher. Residents feel Dunedin is safer, with improvements in perceptions of problems relating to alcohol and drug issues, vandalism and safety after dark. On the negative side, fewer residents agree housing costs are affordable. It was a chaos of children, costumes and song in Timaru recently as preschoolers from across South Canterbury performed at a Kapa Haka festival. The preschoolers descended on Timaru's Caroline Bay Hall for the Karahi o Te Pepe, also known as the Singing of the Babies Kapa Haka Festival. There were 18 preschools from across South Canterbury taking part. They performed waiata, dance, haka and poi. Although better known for poultry and forestry, the small town of Herbert in North Otago is the unlikely home of the largest display of pipe organs in New Zealand. Oamaru musicologist and organ builder Dr. Ron Newton has been collecting the instruments for more than 2 years. He's put them together in the New Zealand Organ Museum, now housed in the 1866 original chapel at St John's Presbyterian Church.
When the congregation here decided that they would no longer need to keep using this church building, but they didn't want to sell the building, because they'd had an enormous amount of effort put into restoring it following a fire 20 years ago. So they let it be known that they needed someone to caretake the building, look after it. Yep. And so I thought it would be the perfect place for the Organ Museum. So when I put a proposal to them, they were, because they already knew me, they were very welcoming, and that was a few years ago. And so for the last 2.5 years, I've slowly been, with the help of a lot of friends, collecting the instruments and putting them together on display. So in fact we have enough instruments to fill 2 or 3 museums of this size. We have, of course, the 1881 Jones instrument and the 1885 Sanford and the 1897 Casson Positive, and another positive here of the 1920s. In the big room next door we have the 2 large pipe organs, one of which is from St David's in North East Valley and the other is from St Peter's in Caversham. Most of the people who are going to visit are going to be organists and people who are organ enthusiasts, and so generally the key is available and people can just come through and play the instruments.
After the break on The South today, the government announces a Dunedin school for special needs children will receive a $4 million upgrade, and we look at the fascinating history of the Rangitata Bridge on State Highway 1.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
The Green Island Medical Centre offers everything for your family's needs. Whether you are travelling or coming in to discuss health symptoms, our medical staff provide the best of care. We offer Manage My Health, making booking an appointment or requesting a repeat prescription a breeze. We welcome families like yours. Give us a call today, phone 03 488 2754.
Every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Active interior design in Mornington are the curtain and blind experts. The team can even advise you on outdoor products and will ensure that everything is perfect. For interior design with flair, call Active to book your free in-home consultation or call into the showroom in Mornington. If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Every Kiwi deserves a reliable garage door. Rely on Garador to protect your important stuff. Just like Darren, his Garador keeps his favourite ride in mint condition. We have a huge range at affordable prices. Visit our website for a free consultation. We stand behind every door.
For more than 50 years, Roslyn Mowers and Heating have been selling and servicing quality lawn mowers and outdoor power equipment. Bring your mower, chainsaw, garden equipment in for repair or service and you go in the draw to win a Husqvarna petrol line trimmer. See you in store soon.
Motor Trade Finance proudly brings you Rural Delivery. A look at the places and faces behind New Zealand agriculture. Tuesday evenings 8:30, repeating Saturday morning at 8 and Sunday afternoons 4:30.
Thanks for staying with us. The government has announced a Dunedin School for Special Needs Children is set to receive a $4 million upgrade. Education Minister Chris Hipkins says Sarah Cohen School's buildings in Caversham are in a poor state and badly in need of a major revamp. The school will have a better layout and improved access for students. It's part of an $8 million package benefiting 8 schools around the South Island. Funding has also been granted to Andersons Bay School and Grant Bay School for new classrooms. If you ever travelled across the Rangitata Bridge on State Highway 1, you would have passed by a little-known World War II era fortification with a fascinating history.
Town emplacement is on State Highway 1, just north of the Rangitata Bridge. It was built so that soldiers could repel any advance by Japanese troops in World War II. This is the view machine gunners got as they protected the Rangitata Bridge. It was a part of a program of emergency works. The works included pillboxes and concrete roadblocks. The idea was that this roadblock and others could be pushed onto the highway to slow the enemy. There was no invasion. But the Ealing roadblocks stayed in place until the 1960s, when they were pushed into the Rangitata as flood protection. This roadblock was retrieved several years ago by an engineering firm. It can now be seen at the Ealing rest area on State Highway 1, just up the road from the concrete pillbox. The pillbox's timber railings are rotting, but the emplacement, little visited, is in good condition. It is made of concrete with railway iron on its floor. It was there, eyes on the road. Soldiers waited for something which never came. John Geest, The South Today.
And now look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Paul Gorman. What have you got for us in tomorrow's paper?
Nice to see you back.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. We've got lots. I've just seen you've had the story about the school funding, the extra funding, which is good. Seem to have a lot of stories about schools and education in tomorrow. The university's building its biggest building yet, but it's on the Christchurch campus. It's a clinical services building. It's a $150 million new building, so that's a huge build for the university. There's also been research funding announced today, and 6 scientists, six academics, I don't know they're all scientists, received $1 million funding for their projects, which is good.
Which is fantastic for the university.
It's a lot of money. And then Waitati School, we've got a story going in about their new solar panels that they're putting in to save their power bill by about 1/3. So there's a lot of education-y stuff in tomorrow.
And nice to see a green approach too. It's
that's
really
right.
impressive.
It's great, nice and sunny. Waitati there. Interesting story too. There's a ferry service starting up again between Portobello and Port Chalmers. First time in 60 years, and it had a trial run today, so we went along to see how it went. Starting on October the 1st is the first day there. And what else can I tell you about? I can tell you about a business, Fonterra. Its first loss in 17 years, $196 million loss, and that's a turnaround from a $745 million profit last year. So we've got some analysis on why that's happened.
That's quite mind-boggling when you think it's $196
Huge
million.
Numbers, but it is what I think our biggest company, Fonterra. Massive. And an interesting piece on the op-ed page, Chris Trotter is talking about the theatre of cruelty and how it was relevant in terms of the way Claire Curran was treated by some. So that's a really interesting piece as well. So there's actually lots and lots tomorrow.
There's definitely something for everyone in tomorrow's ODT. Thank you, Paul. And now it's time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by MoleMap.
Looking at the situation, there will be an increasing northwesterly airflow this weekend that will bring gales or near gale force winds to many areas on Sunday and a cold southwesterly change on Sunday night. Starting at the northwest of the South Island, Greymouth is cloudy with a high of 15 and Westport also cloudy with a high of 13 degrees. Across to the northeast, Nelson partly cloudy and a high of 16, Blenheim partly cloudy and 17 degrees. And to Canterbury, it will be partly cloudy in Kaikoura with a high of 16. Christchurch also partly cloudy as with a high of 21 and the same for Ashburton with a high of 20 degrees. To the southern outlook, Balclutha, Catlins, Gore and Lumsden can all expect moderate westerlies becoming fine and a high of 16. Moving westwards to the Central Lakes area, Alexandra and Wanaka are both in for moderate northwesterlies, clear skies and a lovely high of 19. Some cloud in Queenstown with moderate northwesterlies and a high of 17. Te Anau can expect fresh westerlies, showers and a high of 15. Up to the northern outlook, Oamaru, Timaru and Taiso and Amarama are all in for the same weather with moderate northwesterlies, fine and a high of 19 degrees. In Dunedin tonight, it's becoming fine with an overnight low of 7 degrees. Tomorrow it should be fine and sunny with light northerly or northwesterly winds, a high of 16 and a low of 7. And it will be warmer on Saturday with high cloud increasing and northwesterly winds freshening during the day, a high of 19 and a low of 7, so get out and mow your lawns. And in Invercargill tonight, it will be becoming fine with an overnight low of 7 degrees. Tomorrow is mostly fine with sunny periods and some cloud and fresh gusty northwesterly winds, a high of 15 and a low of 7. And cloud will start increasing and showers developing on Saturday with strong northwesterlies, a high of 14 and a low of 7. That's all for our news this Thursday. For the latest news from the Southern region, head online and follow us on Facebook, YouTube and at channel39.co.nz, as well as the odt.co.nz. Thanks for joining us. Take care. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.